B&B's Heather Tom never thought she'd get the role of Winar's Victoria Newman. These days, soap fans know Heather Tom as Katie Logan on The Bold and the Beautiful. But long before playing the youngest Logan sister, the actress was known as Victoria Newman on The Young and the Restless. Key takeaways. Tom played YNR's Victoria from 1990 to 2003. The actress was just 15 when she was cast as Victoria. Tom initially thought she didn't get her role on YNR. The actress joined B&B in 2007. Finding their Victoria. Tom is one of the darlings of daytime TV. For over 30 years, she's been entertaining viewers with her iconic soap opera roles. Her journey as a soap actress began when she was 15. In 1990, YNR was looking to recast the role of Victor, Eric Braeden, and Nikki's, Melody Thomas Scott, daughter, Victoria. Tom already had many modeling and acting gigs and was one of the many actresses called into audition. Having the chance to audition for one of daytime's biggest soap operas was nerve-wracking for Tom. "I had no idea what I was getting into," she admitted to TV Insider. But the young teen went in and gave it her all. While Tom believed she did a good job, the show's creator William J. Bell seemed unfazed. "I remember at the end he said, 'Oh, thanks for coming in,' which is like the kiss of death. That basically means, 'Thanks for wasting your time.'" Tom thought that was the end until the show called to offer her the role. The actress accepted and made her debut in 1990. Bill later said to me that he knew the moment I walked in the room that I was his Victoria, and it was sweet of him to share that. From Genoa City to Los Angeles. Tom wowed fans as Victoria, a role that earned her 2 daytime Emmys for Younger Actress. After 13 years, the actress departed the show, and the role was later recast with All My Children star Amelia Heinle. Tom then moved to One Life to Live, where she took over the role of Kelly Kramer. Her tenure on the ABC soap lasted 3 years, but she was soon picked up by another daytime serial. In 2007, Tom made her debut as Katie on B&B. Katie soon became a leading lady with several huge storylines, most notably her romance with Bill, Don Diamont. Tom wowed B&B fans with her portrayal of the youngest Logan sister, a role that won her 4 daytime Emmys. While Tom is still an on-screen presence, she's also shifted her work behind the scenes. The actress has written and directed several episodes of B&B, proving why she's one of soap's best talents. Heather Tom had been on countless auditions before, but this one felt strange from the moment she stepped into the CBS studio gates. Maybe it was the fog that clung to Los Angeles that Thursday morning, drifting around the lot like something cinematic. Or maybe it was simply that she didn't think she belonged here, at least, not yet. "The role is big," her agent, Carla, had said over the phone with a mix of seriousness and excitement. "Victoria Newman. Victor Newman's daughter. It's legacy stuff, Heather. They're not handing this out to just anyone." Exactly. They weren't handing this out to just anyone. Which was precisely why Heather doubted they'd hand it to her. She walked into the lobby with her sides tucked under her arm, the pages soft from overnight rehearsing. She'd circled certain lines, underlined emotional beats, and scribbled tiny reminders in the margins like "breathe here and don't rush this moment." She always did that. It kept her anchored. Victoria Newman. She had watched The Young and the Restless when she was younger. Her mother was a die-hard fan who believed the Newmans were more complexly written than most characters on primetime dramas. Heather remembered the stormy, dark-eyed Victoria she'd seen on the screen. Commanding. Complicated. A woman who lived inside a world of boardrooms, high stakes, and higher emotions. Could Heather embody that? She didn't know. And she hated not knowing. The waiting room. The waiting room didn't help. It was filled with actresses she recognized from other projects, some older, some younger, all polished in that sleek, intimidating LA way. Heather sat in the far corner, her heart settling somewhere near her collarbone. She glanced at the sign-in sheet. There were 18 names. Hers was 17. "Well," she whispered to herself, "at least I'm not last." She tried to laugh, but it stuck in her throat. Another actress, a tall brunette with sharp cheekbones, looked up from her magazine. "You're reading for Victoria too?" she asked casually. Heather nodded. "She's a tough one," the brunette continued. "Like Dynasty-level tough. Honestly, I think they've already chosen someone, and the rest of us are here out of politeness. Heather forced a smile. That happens. Sure does. Heather turned away, gripping her pages tighter. Politeness. Was she here because of politeness? The audition. When they finally called her name, Heather felt her nerves surge like a wave. But she knew waves, they passed. She entered the audition room with a steady breath. 3 people sat behind a long table, the casting director, a producer, and someone she assumed was from the writing team. Hi, Heather. Thanks for coming. She smiled. Thanks for having me. Any questions before we start? Heather shook her head. But she did have questions. Like, are you sure I belong here? Are you sure I can be this woman, this force of nature? But she didn't ask any of that. She took her place on the mark. The scene was intense, Victoria confronting her father about a corporate betrayal. Fire versus fire. Heather could practically feel the weight of the Newman family legacy sitting in the room with her. The casting director read Victor's lines. His voice wasn't nearly as imposing as the character's real one, but Heather didn't need it to be. She imagined the set, the tension, the years of strained loyalties. And she let everything she had been rehearsing pour out of her. You taught me strength, she said, her voice ringing across the room. You taught me power. But you also taught me betrayal. Do you think that doesn't come at a price? The room was silent. Heather swallowed. She hadn't meant to deliver it with that much fire. Her hands trembled slightly, adrenaline humming through her arms. Great, the producer said. But great could mean anything in Hollywood. Great was safe. Great was vague. Great was non-committal. Would you mind doing it again? The producer added. But this time, try it colder. Victoria doesn't always show the storm. Sometimes she is the storm, and she doesn't need to raise her voice. Heather nodded. Sure. And she did it again, quieter, steadier, colder. The room felt even quieter when she finished. The casting director smiled. Thank you, Heather. She smiled back, though uncertainty gnawed at her. Thank you. As she left the room, she had the overwhelming sense that she had done everything she could, but also that everything might not be enough. The waiting. For the rest of the day, Heather turned her phone into a talisman. She kept it with her wherever she went, on the kitchen counter while she made tea, beside her as she stretched on her floor, on the couch cushions while she half-watched a nature documentary. She didn't really absorb anything around her. Her brain was on one loop. You won't get it. It's too big. Too iconic. Too established. The brunette from the waiting room echoed in her thoughts.